So my unpopular opinion this week. Alrighty. So welcome to the Antisocial Commentary Podcast. My name is Chris Agnew. I'm here with Bri, no last name, as per the usual. Seems like we always having to hide people's last names because people seem like they don't want to, their jobs to know what's going down. So.
You got to. Then the IRS start coming, Social Security, all this just start happening.
I mean, we're not getting paid for this, so I mean.
True, but still.
I mean, I'm not paying you. If I get paid for it, I'm not gonna tell nobody.
That's how that works.
I mean, if as soon as you start telling people you're getting paid for stuff, then it's when they want to cut and it's too
right.
difficult.
But if you blow up off this episode, I just need 2%.
2%? Okay, I can do 2%.
Like milk.
I mean, if I get paid for this and I blow up, I'm not gonna tell you how much I make. So say I made $1 million off of this, I'm gonna tell you I made $100,000 and give you 2% of that. You cool with
That's still more than what's in my bank account.
2% of $100,000 is $2,000. Did I do that right?
That sounds about good to me.
Well, $2,000. All right. And $2,000. I mean, I'm gonna give you $2,000 off the $1 million that I made, which would be.
Look, and I ain't gonna hold it against you.
I mean, I would.
Because you will see me again.
Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna have you on my next episode. We're gonna make it's now gonna become a duo and not just be me.
True.
I do need to. I kind of might want to.
You live too far for me to be your partner.
I mean, if you're not gonna travel for $1 million. Well, $500. Nah.
You only giving me $2,000.
You're right. If I get paid $1 million, I'm not breaking the 50-50. I gotta pay my producer.
That's fair.
I gotta pay my dog. The homies gotta get a cut. It's a whole thing.
You know what? That's fair.
Yeah, it is what it is.
We'll bump it up to 30%. 26.
I might could get out the bid
16.
for 15. 16, I'll do 16.
16 is my favorite number. We
okay,
do 16.
I'll do 16. What's 16% of $1 million?
I'm not doing the math. I don't know. Let's see.
16,000?
That sounds good.
Okay. So now we got that out the way. We got the split cut up. What's going down this week? Anything good happen this week? It is Cinco de Mayo.
It is Cinco de Drinko.
Are you drinking?
No, I'm not drinking. I have not had carbs in like a week and a half, so I'm pretty sure if I stay true to true Brianna fashion and drink the way I drink, I will die.
Okay. So no tequila?
If a tequila shot gets past my way, I will not say no because you don't say no.
By the way, I just had some wings. I got stuff on my lips.
You know,
I mean, because I eat wings like a nigga.
You don't leave no chicken and you eat the gristle, right?
No, that's disrespectful.
Hello.
Okay, I mean, and also, I don't know if you want this information out there, but I'm just gonna let it fly. I can edit it out if you don't. You my first gay guest.
Hello.
So you out and you proud, or I hope you out and you proud because you're on camera.
Yes. I don't have no shame.
Okay.
I think it's 2018 and I'm grown.
Yeah,
25 years old.
Yeah.
So I should be able to let the person I'm in love with know that, hey, we can let people know that we're together. I'm not about the closet trend. Closets are for clothes. Not against anybody who is still in there. That is their...
That's their choice.
Yeah.
No, it's not a choice.
It's not a choice, but you'll come out when you're ready.
Come out when you're ready.
But I just couldn't imagine being with someone and you having to be a secret. I don't have time for that. I just don't.
But I mean, what kind of confused me earlier, you said you was into big guys. So how does that work?
I love people.
Okay.
So women are my attraction. Like, I love women. They're attractive. They're beautiful. Just women are beautiful species in general. We are just awesome and amazing. Yeah. And without us, y'all would be lost. So
I knew that.
But when it comes to a man has to be really special. I find them attractive. I still don't. It's not like I find men unattractive and I just look at y'all and be like, eek. But for me to be involved with a man, I really have to trust that person. I mean, to be involved with anyone, you have to trust them. But it takes something special for me to even be involved with anyone because I'm I don't want to say picky, but I've spent spending a lot of time on people who don't deserve it. So if you're deserving, regardless of your gender, I will be there. But I gravitate more towards a beautiful woman.
Okay, so you're not into like, I don't want to use the wrong verbiage. So correct me if I'm wrong. You're not into like studs or.
My track record with studs is out of line. So
I'm confused about the laugh.
because them bitches was tainted.
Okay.
No, I'm just into people. It's your vibe, your personality. Like my ex was nothing like I would have ever dated anyways. She was really skinny and I'm a big mama.
Okay.
So I was like, "Ooh, girl, I'm gonna crush you. We can't be together."
How you gonna crush? I don't.
We look like a 10 when
Okay.
we stand together.
No, that's a fact. I think about that all the time when I see one skinny person with a bigger person. I always say you like number 10.
Right.
So I'm with you on that.
You know, and it's just, I got a lot to give.
I love you.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
So
I mean, we don't have to go into this conversation if you don't want to. So I mean, stop me whenever you want. Are you like the girl in a relationship?
yes, I have been. Yeah, I mean, I'm a girl in every relationship.
Okay.
So it's just, I'm just Brianna. I just and myself. I dress like this 9 times out of 10. If I'm not in a house dress, and do you know what a house dress is?
Yeah,
Where it was no bra, no panties.
Yeah.
Ashy as ever.
No, the house dress is perfect.
Slip it on when you get out the shower.
Now, the house dress is perfect. You can sneak in there. You can sneak into a house dress.
Hello, it's breezy. You
Yeah.
gotta let the coochie breathe. So
Oh no, that's fair.
I'm a firm believer in house dress.
Oh yeah, I'm with you there.
So I do. That's normally what I'm in. But like the people I've dated have always been a little bit more masculine.
Okay.
I've made some terrible decisions in the past, and I hope they hear this so you know you were a terrible fucking decision.
Okay. When we post it, if you want them to really know, just make sure you at them.
I don't have any of these people on social media.
Oh no, you got to. Why would you take them off?
I'm a very big person of only allowing the people in your life who deserve to be there. And so I've gone through this social media cleanse of people who don't belong. And because it's just like, why should you continue to see me shine if you didn't want to support me getting there?
No, because I want you to see me. Like I want you to wake up and see. I have a thing. Like you know how when people say when they break up with somebody, they're like, I wish you the best. You know, people say that. No one really wishes that, but I do wish.
I do.
I wish my exes the best. I just don't wish that they do better than me. You know what I'm saying? Like
I feel that.
Like if I become a millionaire, if they become a millionaire, I want to be a multi-millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like
I feel that.
Like I wish you the best, but it's not as good as me. Like up until close, but not. Like I want to have something on you. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that, but in order for me to completely let go, I do wish you the best. I hope that you find happiness, and I hope that you find love, and I hope that you can move on and be great. But you don't get to know what I'm doing. You don't get to know that I'm okay. You don't get to know that I'm happy.
No, I want you to see that. I want you to see that. No, and don't get me wrong, I do wish you the best, but would I prefer that you have a shitty life? Yes. I mean, if we're gonna be honest, I would prefer, since you're not messing with me, so clearly you made a bad decision.
True.
So, I mean,
I'm the cream of the crop.
We like to think that. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I know I've made mistakes in my relationships before, but obviously you made the biggest one because I don't break up with people. I just get them.
Just politely fade away?
I get them to break up with me.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'll just cheat on you. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But I'm serious about I'll just get on their nerves to the point where it's like they'll break up with me.
Yeah.
So it's just like I don't know. It's breaking up is hard.
Breaking up is very hard unless you have a breakup My first real breakup happened in college, but I found out she was sleeping with one of my friends. So there was that. And we all used to hang out all the time. So it was like, cool. We are all cool, but low key, y'all fucking. Okay, cool. I'm moving around. No, because I do not use my hands anymore. Because 7 years ago, I got kicked out of school. In Georgia. For hitting a girl in the face with a lock.
Okay.
So I got kicked out of school.
You shouldn't have got kicked out of school. You should have got kicked out of state or put in the.
Well, then that same day, they were my neighbors.
Oh, okay.
They came over to our home, the mom and her older sister, and the older sister spit in my face, and at that point I just blacked out and I beat the shit out of this girl, so I got arrested.
Where'd the lock come from?
Off my locker.
Why was your locker at home?
I was at school when I had the lock.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I initially got kicked out of school for fighting the younger sister.
Gotcha.
Went home, got sent home that day. So the mom and the older sister walked next door to, you know, rah with me. And I was like, look, y'all, I'm really not in the mood. I've been dealing with y'all. It takes a lot for me to actually swing at you.
Okay.
I'm a very, like, you can see it in my face. Like, I'm not going to talk to you.
Okay.
My next step is to hit you.
Okay.
So I was like, y'all can either leave or y'all can continue to argue with each other, but I'm not doing this with you. I already beat your daughter's ass. So if this is what you want, and you know, disrespectful child, blah, blah. I'm 16 at the time. 15 at the time. I was 15. It was my sophomore year.
Already committing felonies, we'll continue.
And then LaQuasia spit in my face.
That was her name?
That was her name.
She's probably in prison right now, isn't she?
No, I don't know where she is. I don't give a shit.
She's either in prison or unemployed. I mean, her name's LaQuasia. We'll continue.
She spit in my face, and I just blacked out.
Real talk.
So I got arrested, and the officers let my dad know she needs to go. Like, she either needs to go back where she came from, which is Texas.
Okay. Referring to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Or she's going to be charged with assault with a deadly weapon and disorderly conduct and unruly teenager, all this grand shit. So I was on the next flight back to Texas the next morning.
So you're not allowed back to Georgia?
I'm not going to go back. I've been back multiple times. I've even seen these people that I beat up.
Did y'all beef again?
I just didn't say anything. I don't have anything to say to y'all. You know, like the mom was like, oh my God, come take a picture for me. And I was like, bitch, I still don't like you from 7 years ago.
We beef. If I beef with you once, we're beefing forever.
We can beef forever.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I fight you today, if I see you tomorrow, it's like, hey, you know, we could be cool, but we gotta shoot one real quick. You know, it is what it is.
Right.
And Bailey makes her appearance on the show. She's clearly a drama queen.
It's okay.
But yeah, so you got kicked out of school in Georgia for Bailey. You're doing the most. You're doing
okay,
the
now
most.
you got it.
We're busy.
Sorry.
We're busy, baby. We're busy. She's naked right now. You took the collar off, so she looks weird. You're messing the chords up, Bailey. This is unprofessional. This is horrible.
It's okay.
We're never gonna make it with this, Bailey.
Oh, she's out of treats. That's
Oh yeah, that'll do it. Meanwhile, my producer's over here taking selfies.
Down.
Baby, I'm skinny. People need to see this.
Hello.
So, yeah, you got kicked out of Georgia
I did.
and school. Being people like, why are we even starting talking about that? I don't.
Oh, because I don't use my hands
Yes,
to.
yes.
I didn't swing on old girl because it just wasn't worth it for me. It's like, you know what? If this is where you want to be, it's where you're gonna be, and I'm gonna be all right.
Okay.
And I was okay, and I learned from that situation. I kept it moving, you know. So, I mean, every relationship will teach you something. You have the ones that break you, and you have the ones that you're like, oh, well, that was easy. I got over it.
Yeah.
And that was one of those. That was easy. I got over it.
Yeah, especially if you smash their like best friend afterwards, it makes it okay.
That's it.
Most of the time.
Most of the time, I just got drunk that same day.
Okay, that's healthy.
I took the bottle that she was bringing to the party. I went over to go pick up the alcohol, and she happened to be at my said ex-girlfriend's apartment, and she was just real comfortable.
But did she know that you knew?
She didn't know. I didn't know that I knew until I asked, and she confirmed it. Because she thought I already knew. Well, you just told me. So I'm going to go ahead and take this bottle.
And beat you in the back of the head?
I thought about it. But I just took it and drank it.
It's not your hand.
It's not my money.
Also true. You break the
I don't
bottle.
waste alcohol. I'm a firm believer in you don't waste alcohol.
You know what? You're so right. As a bartender, I will agree with that.
As a drinker, I agree.
Yeah. As a former drinker, I mean, I'll drink now, but in college it was a lot more fun to drink. Anyway, so I want to talk more about the gay stuff. If that's cool with you.
That's cool.
Like, so how does it work? Like, who gets to choose who's the girl and who's or do y'all have like gender roles? Like,
no, I don't think you necessarily have gender roles because we're both females.
Right.
and of course you might have a girl who's more masculine and they're now the studs who walk around with their straps on all the time and that's weird to me.
That's weird.
It's just like I'm dating females because I like being with the female.
I
would still like to know that you are a female.
I got you.
You know, it's okay if you wear baggy your clothes or, you know, you want to wear your hair in dreads or, you know, shit like that. If you wear boxers because you don't want to wear drawers. But at the end of the day, we still bitches.
So, I mean, like I said earlier, if I'm getting offensive, just let me know. How do you cheat on someone that's the same sex? Like
you cheat like you cheat in a regular relationship. When you love somebody and you go out and you step out on this person and you bring a stranger into this relationship that shouldn't be there. Feelings are the same. It's just the same as being in a heterosexual relationship. You still have feelings involved. And, you know, trust and all of that shit. So once you break that trust, it's the same thing, you know. So if you step out and, you know, you cheat with a dude, it's still hurtful. If you cheat with another female, it's still hurtful because you are still cheating. It's hurtful regardless of.
Well, you see, I get that. I get the emotional to it, but I'm thinking about the physical. How do you physically cheat on someone that, like, it's only so much different this other person's gonna do if you're in the same sex relationship. Well,
true, but people offer things differently. You know, like dating. This it's just like, you know, with the girl you date. It's like if you stepped out and found another girl, that girl can give you the same sexual thing that she gives you, but there might be something else. That feeling is there. You know, when you step out and cheat, you're doing it. You know, you could be drunk or you're just making a bad decision or you're just going through some shit or you're really invested in this person. Because I see that conversation all the time on Twitter, how men say if women cheat, that means they're invested and that you have to be invested. And that's not true.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. But it's not true all the time. Sometimes we're just like, I'm fucking tired of this nigga or I'm tired of this shit that I'm going through. So I'm going to this person makes me feel, you know, it's like even if you go out for one night, because I've been in that situation. I went out one night, I've been with this person who does not make you feel beautiful, who continues to make you feel like shit. So you meet this person who gives you the attention you've been like searching for, and then y'all fuck that night and then it's it.
Well,
you know?
That's still emotional though. It's not
true.
Like
so do men just cheat because?
I'm not gonna say just, because I'm sure there's dudes out there, you know, that cheat because they're not being loved enough at home or whatever. But most of the time, dudes cheat just because for the sport of it. I mean, that's a reason.
It's grimy.
I mean, it is. I mean, let's not forget. I don't want to sound sexist or nothing, but our what's the not physical body? What's the word that you do in science class? It's a nerd word. Damn, I can't think of it. But we're just, since the dawn of time, men have gone out and just we want to spread our seed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I think that's nature. Because that's what's instilled in y'all from the jump. Right. Y'all aren't. I feel like a lot of men aren't brought up that idea of being a one woman man, and giving your all to this person and nurturing this person and building with the person has stopped being taught to people, which I think is sad. That's why you don't see relationships that are 50 to 70 years long. I think me moving to Austin is when I learned that a lot of my friends, those are my only group of friends where their parents are still together. Okay. So you rarely see that anymore.
Well, here's the thing. Like, monogamous relationships are actually relatively new. It's a relatively new idea in the sense that men are only supposed to be with one woman. Yeah. And to go to your point about people lasting for a long time, obviously we don't know yet because I'm only 27, you say you're 25. Yeah. We don't know what the relationships our age group are going to look like in 50 years.
That's true.
So, the fact of the matter is, divorce rates are actually going down, and they've always been high.
It is so expensive to get a divorce.
That is a fact.
If I get married, we stuck, nigga. Yeah. Like you and me for life.
Exactly.
You can sleep it downstairs if you want to, in the second bedroom, but we stuck.
I'm not paying no alimony.
Hello.
As far as like monogamy goes, it is relatively new, and because I'm sure if you ask your grandpops or your grandmother, you know, how to go down back then, they'll either say either A, your grandpops used to beat your grandmother, or B, he used to step out. That's how it used to be back in the day.
Well, okay, let me explain something about my family first. I have a very young family, don't judge me. So my mom is only 43, she just turned 44. She just turned 44 March 24th. My grandma is 64. Mm-hmm. My grandma and my mom have the same birthday. Okay. And then, of course, I grew up with my great-grandparents. I lost my great-grandma my freshman year of college, or high school, and then my granddaddy, my great-granddad, my junior year. So I have a very young family. So the longest relationship that I've ever seen was my great-grandparents. They were together for 85 years. Mm-hmm.
That's long.
So,
wait, hold on. 85 years? How old were they when they died? Passed away?
I couldn't tell you because I don't remember. I know that's a really bad thing to not remember.
They get married when they're like 4? I don't want to live to 85.
They got married because she had 16 kids. 14 lived. Okay. My great-grandma Medea.
Not Medea. Oh, you did say you're from Georgia. That makes sense.
Well, this is my family from Mississippi.
Same country.
Right, or in my Chicago-based family and all that too. But so that's why I have a Medea in Georgia too. She's no longer with us.
Sorry to hear that.
It's okay. I have both sets of my grandparents, so I'm still fortunate enough to have that. A lot of people don't. So I never grew up seeing long-lasting relationships except my grandma and my granddaddy are together, but that's not my mom's dad. You know, my grandma had my mom when she was 20, because they're 20 years apart. And then my uncle she had when she was 18. She was married at 17. She grew up in that era. She wasn't allowed to go to college. She got offered a free ride scholarship, and they said, women, don't go to college. Right. You stay home and you get married and blah, blah, blah. Who gets a full ride for fencing? That's what her scholarship
fencing?
Was for.
Like,
fencing.
Fencing, yeah.
I was like, really? Let me find out. Yeah. But
so, to that point, that goes back to, I hate when I be on Instagram and stuff like that, and girls be like, oh, I wish I could we could go back to the olden days.
No, the fuck I don't.
No, bitch, you don't want to go back 5 years ago, much less, like, do you not know how females were treated? Or like, I wish, I want to be treated like how queens used to be treated. Do you not know how queens were treated? Mm-hmm. They used to get their heads chopped off, they didn't produce a boy.
Right.
So,
I don't have time for that shit.
If you go look at most
and what's crazy to me, how people, when men are like I have a friend now who's about to have a child, and he's pissed because he's having a girl.
Oh,
well, yeah, that too. He should have worn a condom. But the man picks the sex of the boy. It's science.
Really?
Yes, the man carries the sex.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying.
You know,
I was saying we can do that.
No, but you're in control of that. That's right. Scientifically, that's what. So you telling your baby mama you're gonna do better when she gives you a boy.
No.
It's dumb as fuck.
Yeah. I get you saying, people watch. She's not saying that, because I know people are dumb, let's break it down. She's not saying like when you smash, you're like, okay, I'm making a boy right now.
Oh, yeah, no.
She's saying like your body chooses.
Scientifically, yes.
It is. You have, your sperm carries the male gene.
We have.
Or the female gene.
The female body has no, we just carry whatever the fuck you just shot up in us.
Yeah. Well, that's what I like to say when females like want to take all the credit for having a baby. It's like, all right, so yeah, you was the oven, but who gets more credit, the oven or the chef? You know what I'm saying? So,
true.
You know, I'm just fucking with you. I don't want nobody to get on my ass like, you'll never know what it feels like for not that carry a baby for not.
I'll never know what it feels like. I don't want children, and I get a lot of backlash for that too. Because they're like, how as a woman do you not want to, reproduce and have? I don't want no men.
Well, you're also a woman that likes vagina, so I clearly.
I mean, we can still have children though.
But you're not conventional in the sense that
go about it a different way. I've always said if I did have a child, I'd adopt, and I'd adopt right here in America, because it don't make sense to go to these third world countries.
No, that's a fact. I'm with you.
Children in our backyard and
I'm with
homes.
I'm with you.
But
I think when people do that though, it's like, yeah, it sucks to be homeless in America, but I would much rather be homeless in America than homeless in Africa or parts of Africa.
Yeah.
It's like, it's in America, even if you're homeless, you can make it out. It's gonna be harder.
Yeah.
But But I'm with you. I would rather adopt someone around the corner.
And I would adopt a teenage child because one, they're already self-sufficient. Hello. And
That's the
two,
laziest shit I ever heard in my life.
well, no, because the teenage children don't get,
They don't get adopted.
especially young black boys,
Yeah.
they get looked over.
Of course.
And so I would, if they're 9 years old, I'm taking them because they're getting looked over versus the 2-year-old little, and I don't know what people's fad is with Asian babies.
They're smarter.
No. No.
Well, they're not going to be very good at sports. No.
Right. You know, white people are, I'm getting this black one because he looks tall.
And well, he probably will be.
Right. Like, no.
Although I'm not very tall myself, but continue.
Right. But I would just take, that child because they're going to get looked over, versus the little girls and things like that. So.
And they end up back in the system.
Right. And then it's a cycle. It's a vicious cycle, which I wish I could have a huge home and take care of a whole bunch of little black boys and raise them to be awesome kings. I mean, you never know what your child is going to be like because a lot of these people, I'm sure, don't know that their child is Jeffrey Dahmer,
That is a fact. I mean, I would love to have a factory of little black boys that I could raise to become kings and we could take over this earth, but I'm also only 27, so... And I have college debt, so there's
Hello.
that I'm gonna be paying off for the rest of my life.
If I'm one of those accounts that you want to go ahead and dissolve,
that would be cool.
Then,
just go ahead and just oops.
Hello.
What's 50,000?
Like y'all hacking into the wrong shit. Can y'all hack into student loans? And
I'm saying Russia help us out. Like I would trade Trump for another 4 years if y'all could just remove these. I mean, we might go to war or whatever, but I still won't have 50.
Look, student loans is no joke. No joke.
They are a joke in the sense of like, this is some bullshit.
Right. And when I see people who aren't using their degrees, I'm like, so college was a scam for you.
I didn't even finish. I got student loan debt. I didn't even finish.
This is all a scam.
It is a scam.
There's no reason, and that's why I do not downplay people who go to community college. And because I used to have a friend who's like, I would never go to community college. Bitch, why? It's the same class for $200 versus the $1,600 you just paid.
I wish they would. When we were in, did you go to high school in Georgia? Also, where'd you go?
I went to 4 different high schools.
Okay, that sucks. I went to the same high school all 4 years, and they really hammered home. Like it was more of like, I won't say the high school did this, but people in general, we all look down on going to community college versus
you did
going
because
to...
they don't teach you the benefits of going to a community college.
Yeah, right. I mean, they just tell you, oh, you can get the credits, but if you want to go at a university, you'll get the experience. And don't get me wrong, I would, if I could go back and do it again, I would still go to a university. Just because that experience is something that I can't replace. I had a good time at my university.
If I could do it again, I would have went to an HBCU.
Nah, I wouldn't have went to HBCU.
I would have.
Well, see, this is my opinion about HBCUs. I feel like HBCUs are important for those of us that aren't able to go to a predominantly white school, or if we are one of these people that always get looked over by the other schools, then we need it. That's what an HBCU needs to be. Yeah. But the problem with a lot of HBCUs is a lot of people go there just because they didn't want to go. They didn't want to get out that comfort zone. Like, I think HBCU is 100% necessary, but for some people, it's important to know that life is not going to be all black.
Oh yeah, definitely not. I learned Georgia was a culture shock for me when I got there, and I was like, damn, this is a lot of black people. I hadn't been to a school like that. I had moved from Killeen, which is a military town.
Right.
And I had Filipino friends and white friends and Hispanic friends and everything. Like I went to a multi-racial school, and then I get to this school in Georgia where it's like, it's just flooded with black people. And then I moved from Georgia to Round Rock because that's where I finished high school. And I went to Stony Point. Yeah, and I went to Stony Point, and I cried. Because I counted 17 black people my first week. And they were all different. And I was like, there are no black people at this school. I looked at the parking lot, and it's full of Jaguars and Range Rovers and Mercedes. And I was like, I have Nikes. That's how I get to school.
Yeah, well, see, all 17 of those people at your school, I would recommend going to HBCU because they need to see black people going to class and wearing suits going to the
Right.
school.
I mean, once you found the black people, they were all in athletics. Once I found them, I know. There was the whole football team, basketball team. We was all black. But once I found them, I was like, oh, there they are. You know, we are here.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I was in all AP classes.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't have a lot of black people in my classes, which is a terrible, right, very. So I was in all AP. I was in varsity women's choir and yearbook. I was doing shit.
Varsity women's choir. There's a varsity team for choir.
There was. I was in show choir
Must have
as well.
sucked at football.
No, our football team was actually pretty fucking awesome.
What school did you say you went to?
I went to Stony Point High School.
Point,
Go
Stony
Tigers.
Stony Point. I don't know. We continue.
We lost. My junior year, we lost to some school right before semifinals, and then my senior year, we lost the semifinals to Allen.
I know Allen.
Skyline, Allen Skyline. That's who we lost to. And I was like, fuck.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think HBCU is important for those of us that need to get our identity back. Like I went to all black high school, so I knew I didn't want to go to some place that was going to be
like your high school
all over again.
I feel that.
I feel like when you go to HBCU, you almost limit yourself to thinking that it's all black and it needs to be like when I get out of school, I'm not going to go into a boardroom that's going to be people my color. I feel like we need to understand more and more that on one hand, all we got is us, but on the other hand, we are going to have to branch out. And we are going to have to talk to the other side, unfortunately. Until we get to the point where we are self-sufficient and we can do stuff on our own, we do have to know how to communicate with the other side. And like to this day, I've never done nothing with a white girl because one, I don't know how to communicate with a white girl. I went to a white college, and I don't know how to talk to white women. I know how to talk to black girls.
Yeah.
I just take my hat off and show my hair, and they come to me and they want to touch my hair. So.
I think the last white friend I had was in high school. I don't know why white people like me.
Probably because you're loud.
Probably.
And not like loud, but like a loud person.
And it's just like, I'm one of those people, you can't offend me because I don't give a shit about your opinion for you to offend me.
Nice.
So, but I will correct you.
I'll do your thing.
But I'm not going to be offended. So that's my approach with anybody, regardless if you're white, black, no matter who you are. I don't give a shit about your opinion to be offended, but I will correct you.
No, I'm glad you said that because I feel like in our society now, we're so quick to be offended and not teach.
Right.
Things could be a teachable moment. Like
very much so.
Man, I don't want to talk about Kanye West.
It's inevitable to talk. It's one of those because I got blocked by my friend's girlfriend because she's just like, all you people who are against Kanye y'all better not be supporting his music when he drops his music. It's so much bigger than just his music. And I was like, you as a Latina woman,
you should.
You're a minority in the first place.
Yeah.
You know, it's so much bigger than that. Like,
what, are you a Kanye fan?
I love Kanye. And so that's why I support him. I'm originally from Chicago. So anybody from Chicago, I'm like gung ho. That's why I was so hurt about R. Kelly. I was like, nigga, you can't just go pissing on bitches. It don't work that way.
We know R. Kelly he married Aaliyah when she was 15. Why do we keep letting him get a pass?
True.
Like, it's
but
disgusting.
when I did see that video years ago, when they released that video, that little clip of him, I was like, you know what, that could be Avant, y'all. So I was like, R. Kelly still make that good music, that good coochie grinding music.
That is true.
But you can't let them just go around pissing on bitches. But
you gotta separate. Can you see? This is my problem. I'll tell you now. I've never been a Kanye fan, and that's because I have a hard time separating him from his music. Okay. I've always thought his music was. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But not to the point where I never thought his music was good enough for him to act the way he acts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's the whole syndrome that said like you an ugly girl with a pretty good attitude. That's what I kind of felt like with Kanye. It's like,
that makes sense. I understand that when you put it that way. Yeah. I've been following Kanye for so long that it's just like, I love his whole discography. I think there's one album that I don't like, which is 808s and Heartbreaks.
Wow, everybody knows says that this is his best work.
I do not like auto-tune.
I see that we're in the same boat. When 808 and Heartbreak came out, at the time, auto-tune I could not listen. Like there's only two people I was like, okay. T-Pain
came out that way.
T-Pain and Zapp and Roger. That is it.
Oh, hey ladies.
Exactly.
Hey, yes.
That is it. When Kanye started doing auto-tune, Lil Wayne started doing auto-tune, I was done.
It was a lot. Now,
baby, come on now. We having a good conversation.
But
sticking to the job.
And it's just like, but I've always gravitated Kanye, and that's why it disappointed me so much. I'm more so disappointed in him because it's like my thing is as a celebrity, and I know we shouldn't get wrapped up in celebrities and blah blah blah. But when you do have a platform like that and you can speak to the masses, don't use your platform to say ignorant shit. I mean, granted, it's your platform. Do what you choose with it. But he knows what he means to little black girls and little black boys, and you've made albums that we are classic. They're timeless classics. And for you to go out and just be like, slavery was a choice. Donald Trump is my homie, and it's just like you're
shitting on your fan base.
Right, and it's just like you're literally letting us know, hey, you niggas don't matter to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it feels like. I mean, but let's be real. The only people that's gonna buy his music aren't gonna be his people. We like the bootleg, but we're the reason why you're in your position because we make you cool.
Right.
Like I always say that about black people, we control the cool.
There's a Office episode. I don't know if you watched The Office.
Drop it. Go ahead and say it.
Dwight says he's talking about like opening a gym, and he says what I'm gonna do is get all the black people to come, so then it's cool, and then I'll make it to where the black people don't want to come anymore.
Yes, exactly.
Right. And that is completely.
That is how it works.
True. That is the truest thing I've ever heard from a sitcom because. That's how it works.
Yeah, we control the cool. Like we want, you know, Justin Bieber to act like a nigga, but we don't want a nigga to act like Justin Bieber.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
now, Justin Bieber, his last album,
it was fire.
Fire.
I don't want to say that.
Journals was good too. And I love music now.
Justin Bieber music. That last album was kind of hot. I can't hate on him.
Look, I don't got no shame.
Now I'm with you. It was kind of fire, baby. Come on, now you tripping. But you know what I'm saying? Like we want Charlie Sheen to act like Charlie Sheen, but let a nigga act like Charlie Sheen.
Right.
It is a rap. Like,
that's what Kanye's doing. Acting like Charlie Sheen.
I've been trying to ignore. I don't talk about Kanye because I've been saying for years that Kanye's full of shit and he's a contradiction, but no one wants to hear it from me. I've been saying it.
Yeah.
But and this isn't new behavior to me, so I'm trying to ignore the nigga because it's just like we're doing what he wants. He wants us to talk about him.
Feed into him and just give him more clout and things like that.
That's all he wants.
It's just disheartening to see because he is so great at what he does.
No, you're right.
Like you make good music.
Okay.
You know, like even his last album, Life of Pablo. I love that album.
That was cool.
I love that. Ultralight Beam is hands down still one of my favorite Kanye songs.
It's cool.
I love that song. First of all, because Kelly Price sang her ass off in that song.
Well, I can't wait to drop my unpopular opinion because you're from Chicago and I can't wait to drop it.
It's gonna be about Chance.
Damn, you got me.
I've been following Chance since the beginning of his career.
Since Juice. That was a good song.
And you know, Acid Rap is still one of my favorite albums. I still listen to it to this day. So it's just like when people are like, I hate him, I'm like, why? I don't get it.
I'll tell you why. Yeah, so but I want to go back to the point you were making with the we get offended before we want to correct the issue. That's a problem we have with a lot of like racist behavior. We are quick to say, "Oh, I'm offended by that. Get him out of here."
Yeah.
When this would be a moment that we could teach this person. And I'm not saying that we should be coddling racist people, but racism is not like something that you're born with. As we all know, it's something that's taught.
Yeah.
So my question to people is when there's someone does something racist or says something racist, and we get them out of here, but where do they go? You know what I'm saying? Like,
they just go on to continue to be racist.
They go on, and to me, it probably, if it's something small that, like an ignorant statement, like if a white person came and wanted to touch your hair and you got offended, like, oh, because I'm black, you want to touch my hair?
No, you don't do that. I've had that. Listen, I've had some racist shit happen to me. I don't know if you know where Georgetown, Texas is.
I don't, never heard of it.
It's a little white speck right outside of Austin.
Okay.
And I ran a plus size store there.
Oh,
and it was white people in and out all the time. I have braids.
Right.
I literally had a white lady walk up behind me, and she is walking me with my braid like a leash.
Yeah.
And I politely turned around. I said, "Ma'am, it is rude to touch somebody's hair.
It is.
It's extremely rude because you're invading my space."
Right.
My initial thought was, I'm about to turn around and smack the shit out of you.
Technically that's assault. If you touch something on my body, on my person, it's considered assault.
Right. But I had to let her know, and she was like, "Well, I just wanted to feel it," and I was like, "But it's not yours to feel."
Exactly. At the very least, ask.
And when you ask, I'm still gonna tell you no, because I don't just walk up to white people and say, "Oh my God, your hair's so thin. Can I see your scalp?"
Oh my God, you smell like a dog in the rain. Can I touch it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm so glad I'm out there arguing my things that.
No, I mean, it's just like I'm saying. At the very least, you could ask. I'm not gonna probably. It depends on, and it also depends on how you ask. You like, can I touch your hair? You have to have a story behind it. Like, I've never seen that type of hair before. I just want to touch it because I'm inspired or some shit. You can give me a story.
Right.
At least.
I'm still gonna tell you no.
Probably.
Because it's just
all your dirty
invasive.
ass hands.
Right.
Man.
I don't. It just blows my mind sometimes when I'm out and about, because I've been asked, like, I remember one day I'm working and there's a lady literally at the front door. It's 11 a.m. so we're open.
Okay.
And I'm on the phone with a customer and I see her at the door, like trying to come in, and I'm hanging up with the customer. She finally comes in, I greet her, and she's like, "I wanted you to open the door for me." And I was like, "Well, ma'am, we're open. I don't open the door for any of these customers.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you thought this was."
Yeah.
And she's like, "You should really be nice to me because we're killing your kind."
Well,
and at that point,
well, she was white. You said.
White lady.
Okay, older.
She looked to be in like her like mid-20s, like, or older 20s.
Definitely confusing then. Older would be like, I'm not saying I can excuse it, but I would get it. Like, you're just racist.
Right, but she's very entitled. Very, very
Sounds
entitled
that way.
people in Georgetown.
Sounds that way.
And I just looked at her and I was like, "Excuse me?"
And what does she mean by my kind?
And I was like, "Excuse me?" And she was like, because in my head, I'm about to push you in this stroller over. I don't give a fuck about you or your baby.
Yeah, the baby. I would punch a baby. I don't give a fuck.
This is how I'm feeling right now. But, and she's like, "Yeah, like, they're just shooting y'all all over the place. And I mean, you should really be nice to us. If y'all were just nice to us, it wouldn't happen."
No.
And I was like, "No, ma'am, that's not how that works. So I'm asking you to leave."
Yeah.
You know, I don't have a problem. And I let her know, like, this is not how that works.
Yeah.
And I let her know in that moment, like, you can't go around saying what you feel like you want to say to people because you feel entitled to being white.
Yeah. That story kind of pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. Threw me off my game.
Don't be thrown off. But I bounced back from it, you know, and I had to deal with it. I had to call my boss and let her know, "Hey, this happened," because she's 9 times out of 10 going to call y'all and let y'all know.
Yeah, more than likely.
And they put me on a call with my boss and my boss's boss, and my boss had the nerve to fix her lips and be like, "Well, you should apologize." I said, "If you're gonna ask me to apologize, you can hang that up right there."
Yeah, that's not.
Because what I'm not gonna do is apologize to someone for being racist.
No, not at all.
Because I didn't do anything but greet her the way I'm supposed to, the way I greet every other customer, and she decided to let me know about her opinion. I'm not offended, but I let her know, "You're not about to do that shit right here."
At the end of the day, I didn't choose to be black. I was
I was born this way.
Yeah, I just lucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
I just was born with rhythm.
I wouldn't want to be anything else.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the crazy thing. When people always say like I don't get me wrong. I know that black people are disenfranchised across the board. Well, there's a good chance we're never gonna get to certain heights in this world, but I wouldn't want to be anything else.
And I don't believe that we can't get to anywhere we want to be. I feel like once black people as a whole, and I love this movement that's going right now, where it's like
it's cool to support black.
It's cool to support, you know, and you know, yes, go ahead and get your second degree. Go do this, go do that, go do this. And I love that because once we do, it'll be a complete game changer if Black people just decided, hey, we're gonna do our own thing.
No, I'm with you. And one thing I'm afraid of, I feel the same way you do. I'm afraid that it's not good. It's because I'm afraid it's gonna be a trend or a fad and not a permanent thing. You know what I'm saying? Like for everybody from Beyonce to choose your favorite rapper to choose your favorite actor, we're all saying support Black, do this, do that. But are we only saying it because it's cool right now?
Right, and it can't fizzle out. Because
Yeah.
I literally said that same shit. I'm literally watching TV and every single commercial, every Black person they have on TV has natural hair.
I'm with that.
It's a phase right now.
No,
It's trendy to white people, but we've been doing this shit. This is not trendy for us.
Yeah.
Braids are not trendy for us. I have braids because I don't like doing my fucking hair.
And that's stuff like that. It scares me. Like when Black Panther came out, yeah, it was cool that we showed out and supported, but we need to still do that for not Tyler Perry because I do not support that nigga. But I don't support coonery. If it's like I'm not saying just support Black people because they're Black, because that's how you go down. And you follow
Well,
the
you
wrong
do support
people.
Tyler Perry if you went to see Black Panther because that was shot at Tyler Perry Studios.
I did not know that.
It was.
Well,
he has he has a very large studio
I know
in Atlanta.
see, I'm cool with his
business side.
Yes, it's just the cooning, the Medea shit I can't get with.
I know a lot of people who don't like it,
Yeah.
and I don't care for Medea either.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what group of my friends love it? My Hispanic friends love it. My white friends
Yeah,
love
because
it.
are they laughing at the jokes or laughing at, oh, look, it's a nigga in a dress, like acting like a fucking hilarious? That's just not funny to me. To me, ignorance is not funny. Ignorance should not be funny. Ignorance is ignorance. Like, and that's why a lot of comedians and stuff I can't get with because they're being ignorant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so, but to go back to the point, I really hope that we keep it up. Like, just because it's cool now, I know that's your girl Beyonce and all, but she just now started being pro.
But with Beyonce and I get this a lot about B. With Beyonce, when Matthew was a hold of her career, she had a very strategic career. She gave you the hits that are going to chart. You know, she got that crowd. But once she let that go, 4 was her first album that she did without her dad.
Which one was 4?
4 had Countdown and End of Time and Love on Top and 1+1.
Okay, well, I'm there. Okay,
all of that.
That's right after or right before Blue was born?
Right. It was before Blue
like
was born.
2012?
Yes.
Okay.
2011.
Okay.
Because Beyonce didn't give a shit until 2013 when she dropped Beyonce.
Give a shit about...
She didn't give a shit, like no music. Beyonce does that to us. She just disappears and just acts like we're not waiting on her.
Well, that's how when you doing everything, dropping so much,
that's how
you fall. I mean,
right. I feel she's not a person who drops singles. She drops albums, full.
Her whole album it'd be singles though. That's the crazy thing. Like you can listen and
but you have a lot of artists who are just dropping singles.
Singles, exactly.
And then they drop 5, 6 singles, and none of those singles are on the album.
Well, see, to me, I have no issue with Beyonce. I have an issue with her fans. Her fans is what bothers me. It's like if the bitch fart, y'all gon' yes, I love this. Oh, it smells. Oh, she has spinach in her diet. Oh, it smells so good. I can't get with the following people. Because at the end of the day, Beyonce is still human.
She's still human. And
still ugly?
she has really big feet. I don't know if she's like a size 9.5. I look at that shit all the time.
Her feet still fucked. The bigness is not the problem. Her feet look like every time I see
she's a hard worker. She's a dancer.
That's a fact. That's not literally just about to say when dancer feet are normally
they
messed
have
up.
the worst feet.
Yeah, but that don't mean you need to show them.
The thing with Beyonce is
I always see memes about her feet.
She's just a mega. She's worked very hard to get where she is. You can't take that from her.
You cannot.
She's very talented and she deserves all the
adoration.
Yeah, she deserves that because she's worked very hard, and especially now that she's not under the control of her dad. She's not giving us the pop singles that we're used to from her. She's giving us what she wants to give us. This is the most personal Beyonce has ever been. This is the most she can ever just unapologetically be herself. I don't know if you've ever been to a Beyonce
I
concert?
have not.
It's really an experience.
I'll never find out.
I'm just saying, it's really good.
I can't be around that many people. That
It is, and if you're not prepared, it's masses and it's so loud.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Before every Beyonce concert, as soon as the lights go out, I scream so hard I get lightheaded.
Yeah, I'll get
And I forget where I'm at.
See, that's the type of shit like, I did not spend $400 for you motherfuckers to be, let the bitch sing.
No, I pay, okay, I literally just had this conversation with somebody. I love concerts, that's where my money goes. If I spent $200 to go to this concert, I am living in every single moment of this concert. I am singing the songs.
No.
I am doing choreography.
No.
I am rapping. I went to On the Run in Dallas with my best friend, and she was like, "Why are you crying?" And I was like, "Cause she's singing Resentment." What do you mean, why am I crying? I am crying. She's like, "Why are you the white man sitting in front of me, I was pissed.
I'm sure.
I had a purse, a crossbody yellow bag.
Is it that one?
And no, it's a different one.
Okay.
And yellow's my favorite color in general.
Oh.
And he was sitting the entire concert, so my bag kept smacking him in the back of the head.
Yeah.
And it's like, sir, I didn't pay money to come sit at this concert. I paid money to come and do choreography because I know the ad-libs of the concert versions of the songs.
That's annoying.
It's not. That's what I paid for. You know, I don't feel like, I mean, yes, you can go and take it all in, but I feel like when you go to a concert and I'm pretty sure if the artist hears that, if I was an artist and I go somewhere and I hear people singing my songs back to me, I'm going to be like, wow, these people really like me. And it's so great.
If I spend that much money on a Beyonce concert or ticket, I should say, I better get a mold of her vagina because I ain't spending that much money for no female if I'm not smashing. That's all I gotta say.
But it's worth it. It's so worth it. And I've seen a lot of people in concert, and there's certain people who I would never see in concert again. I'd never pay money to see them again.
Like who?
I will not go see Lil Wayne in concert again. He had way too many niggas on stage. And it's just like, damn nigga, is the track gonna play, or you gonna do it, or what's happening?
Lil Wayne sucks now.
You know, that type of shit. But I want to see. He doesn't. Lil Wayne has solid albums.
Yeah, his old ones.
Right. That's when I went and saw him, and I was just like, damn, we got a lot of niggas on stage. I'm disappointed. Mary J. Blige, she hollers.
I wouldn't be able, like, man.
She opened for R. Kelly. I do have to say I have seen R. Kelly in concert.
I'm sorry to hear that. Did you pee on?
I did not. My mom couldn't find a babysitter, so we had to go.
Oh, he definitely would have peed on you if you needed a babysit. If you were at the age where you needed a babysit,
my very first concert was Blackstreet and New Edition because my mom couldn't find a babysitter.
Yeah.
I was like 7, and then I saw Kirk Franklin after that. He was awesome.
Really? That's one person I don't think I would like to see because he doesn't sing.
No, he doesn't. But I saw Kirk Franklin during that era of God's Property. GP. You know what I'm saying? So it was.
Oh shit. You know what I'm saying?
We was in there turned.
Yeah, I swear to God, he cussed on it. Y'all see, y'all haven't heard that. Y'all see, most of y'all, when y'all hear Stomp, y'all hearing the edited version. I swear he says all shit on there.
Probably.
No, he does.
I mean, hey, the Lord knows his heart.
Exactly.
Just like he know mine.
Exactly.
The Lord know I ain't shit.
That's what I be saying. Like when people be like, "Oh, you're adultering or fornicating, whatever the word it is." I'm like, God know my heart. He
knew I was gonna watch this porn before I watched this.
Thank you. Like, come on now. Like, first of all, I'm only watching this because the Lord put this here.
Hello.
He made this for me.
He made porn stars for me.
Exactly. He didn't make the bitch so beautiful he made it for a reason.
Porn is completely okay and it's healthy. It's only looked down. That's why.
It's acting.
That's my biggest thing with religion anyway. Y'all pick and choose.
Let's talk about religion. We've been talking about religion all goddamn day. I'm ready for that.
I grew up in the church, and
unfortunately,
you know, I know that there's a higher power there, and I believe in God and all that good stuff. But you're not going to sit here and tell me the person I choose to love and be with is wrong, and you with the nigga who just finished shooting up before he came to church. You with the nigga who don't even listen, who don't even talk to the kids he had before you. You know, you eating shrimp and shellfish.
Yeah.
You wearing
mixed blend shirts.
Right. Clarita.
And apparently no sin. Who's Clarita?
I don't fucking know. The lady at the church who always turning her head.
Oh yeah.
The nose up at people.
The
with
one
the plastic 27 piece.
The guy, and the pastor say, you know, and God looks down on you sinners. The one that bitch that turn on her shoulder and look
she
at you.
Like, yes, I'm in here in the clothes I had on last night, but I made it.
Bitch. if you, the moment you go to gossip somebody, Jesus is gonna send you straight to hell. But I'm not a religious person. I'm gonna start off with saying
that. That's okay. I understand it.
I grew up in the church. I think that the organized religion is pointless, but I think that having a religious base has its purpose. Like, cause. And then, that doesn't mean necessarily Christian. It could be anything.
I stopped going to church a long time ago. I go to church when my grandma presses me about church to go for her.
Yeah, that's 2 hours I ain't gonna get back.
But I don't, and like she goes to a really big mega church. Mm-hmm. I don't believe in y'all giving love offerings to this pastor.
No.
And nowhere in the Bible does it say you need to give 10% of your earnings. No. And nowhere does it say that.
It also says that you shouldn't give money to.
Right, and then y'all are following this man.
Exactly.
Y'all are literally in there praising this man who is telling y'all to praise his higher power. Mm-hmm. If I believe in God, He's with me wherever I go, and that's cool with me. Mm-hmm. I don't have to go to a church setting to be judged and all of this stuff, because a lot of people are like, well, how can you date women and still pray?
Because their vaginas taste amazing.
Hello.
But to me, when it comes to religion. Hold on, I have to take a second back. Take a second because the vaginas taste amazing thing.
God know your heart.
He did know my heart.
That's how I feel about anything. Huh?
You eat ass? You do?
Do I eat ass?
Yeah.
I have done it once before.
But you want your ass ate? But okay, the point I'm making about religion is that I think that religion. I just think that going to church, I think I don't want to say it's pointless because it does have its merit, and of course you're gonna have like it's gonna be harder for you to not open up, but it's gonna be harder for you to look into the importance of church as someone that's homosexual. It's harder for you to enjoy church when people are judging you.
When they're constantly going at you. I find comfort. Mm-hmm. Like I say, I know that there's a higher power out, or I believe that there's a higher power out there, and I pray when I want comfort, and I listen to certain songs, and I do this, but I don't find it necessary to go sit in a church building with a bunch of people who don't agree with my lifestyle and who are going to judge my lifestyle or try to change me, because I'm not in the business of changing for you, because I don't give a fuck if you don't like what I'm doing, because at the end of the day, I'm happy. At the end of the day, Clarita, you're on your second husband.
Who is this Clarita that keeps popping up?
She just sounds like a judgy bitch.
It does.
So I'm sorry if your name is Clarita, but you a judgy hoe.
I mean, if her name is Clarita, she needs to stay in the church because that's pretty much the only job she's gonna be able to get.
She probably at the head of the usher board, and she's the one who popped kids for chewing gum.
And she knows all the bylaws.
Yes.
Why do churches have bylaws? Like, it's a church, bitch. Like, we come here every once in a while. I come here for the big 4 holidays.
Listen.
To show face.
Have you ever been to a Kojic church?
A what church?
A Church of God in Christ. I just went to a funeral in Chicago a couple months ago. My aunt died. And shit got weird. So we had a memorial service that Friday. You know, and they're talking about her, and, you know, Dolly was this and Dolly was that, and blah, blah, blah. R.I.P. to Dolly, to my aunt.
Yeah, R.I.P.
And then one person stood up in the church and in the pulpit and said, if you niggas is gonna say y'all memories about Dolly, make sure y'all telling the damn truth.
See, that's what hold on.
And I was like,
that's the best. That's what I want for my funeral. I don't want
no. This memorial service started at 6 p.m. It was 9:30 and we're still there. At this point, I'm fucking starving. We left to go get pizza.
Wait, there's no bris?
Huh?
Is it a bris? What's it called when you go eat?
Oh.
No, a bris is when Jewish people chop the dick off.
I was what?
No,
but it was just, even with the funeral was that Saturday. It started at 10:30 in the morning. It was 2 p.m. And we were still there.
No, that's what I want.
At this point, my cousin Marcus stood up and was like, this shit is ridiculous. We can't even be sad no more. He left. Kaden, my nephew, is fake praising because he's doing what everybody else is doing and watching Cardi B videos.
That's life right
and
yeah, Bristol and chop the
like,
circumcised.
It just got to the point where you know, they stood up, and this lady literally stood up, and her memory of my aunt was, she introduced me to my husband, and we went on one date, and we got married the next day. And my auntie Barbara from the audience said, well, what is the name of that restaurant so I don't have to go?
That's lit.
It just got out of line. And, you know, they're telling us you can't wear pants to this church. Women can't wear pants, and women need to be da-da-da. And I was like, first of all, it's 7 degrees in Chicago. I'm not wearing no goddamn skirt so my coochie can freeze out.
Yeah, I've been there. It's not pleasant. Not the coochie freezing off, but...
I was like, you bet your coochie freeze out?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is.
But it's just like, it was just out of control.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it don't matter. And that's when I really looked at religion, and I was like, these people are in this church acting like this.
Yeah. No, that's
y'all are at church.
Yeah. And the whole thing about church, and I was telling you this off camera, the dumbest thing about church is we go to church on the one day that God said, I'm taking a break. You niggas want to decide to come talk to me on my day off. I'm here Monday through Saturday. Some people saying sometimes I'm here Saturday through Friday. Saturday through Thursday. Some people, I'm here Sunday through Friday. Whatever it is y'all believe in, God is not there on the day that y'all go to church. That's his day off. Why the fuck are y'all bothering him?
I never knew our church was on Sunday. But I do have to say, I went to this Mexican church as a young child. And they gave us beans afterwards. And I was like, these are the best beans I've ever had. I would have went back to that outdoor Spanish church just to get those beans.
I've been to plenty of churches where you get to eat afterwards, and that's cool.
Oh yeah, you always have good chicken, green beans,
only Popeyes.
that slice of cake that never fails you.
You seen that meme?
Yes.
Okay.
That cake never fucking fails you.
Yeah.
And it's probably nothing but HEB lemon crunch cake, which is the bomb.
It's HEB, so HEB is the best store.
Hello. I didn't know how good HEB was until I moved to Tennessee and I was forced to shop at Publix.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I thought HEB was for rich people until Mia was like...
HEB is for us regular po folk.
I thought HEB was for richy people. They don't put HEB in the hood. They put...
Yes, they do.
Where?
There's a hood-ass HEB and I can take you to a hood HEB in Killeen. It is on Gray Street.
I need to go.
Off of Rain-Sear.
I want to go.
You literally one person, one buggy down the aisle because that's how close the aisles are.
Yeah.
It's a ghetto ass HEB, but I love that HEB because it has so much character. But I love HEB. Kroger is growing on me because they have good sales on their meat sometimes.
That's a fact. I'll give you that. Why are we talking about stores?
I don't know. We're talking about HEB. And
but
it's
HEB is when I was in Lubbock though, we didn't have HEB in Lubbock. You had to drive an hour away. But anyway. Back to religion. I guess our opinions on religion are going to be unpopular. So, and that just there's a perfect segue to our unpopular opinion of the weekend. Personally, this is just a segment I like to do because everybody always has. They just feel like we all need to agree. If you don't disagree with something with us, with what everybody says, you're dead ass wrong. And I just kind of want this to be an open forum for. Anytime you just want to say something that's not necessarily what everybody thinks. So this is our unpopular opinion segment. If you got one, go ahead, drop it. I'll go first if you need me to.
You can go first.
Okay. So my unpopular opinion of the week. This is episode 8, I believe. I feel like Chance the Rapper is, if he was from the South, he would be considered a mumble rapper. I don't think he's as artistic or great as everybody likes to think he is. I think he makes good music, but if he was from the South, he wouldn't get as much respect as he does. And that's just my personal opinion on Chance the Rapper. And I'm not saying he's trash. I think that he's a little bit of a bitch, like, as a person. Like, I mean, he kind of pissed me off this week when Chance is known for going at all these Trump supporters and racist people, and then Kanye comes out as a Trump supporter and like, well, I guess, not black people don't have to be black people can be conservative. And I'm just like, my nigga, like, nah, you can't just pick and choose when you want to decide we're gonna get these Trump supporters out of here, and then when your man's is a Trump supporter, it's like, okay, well, you know what, we might be able to make have a conversation about it. And so that's just my personal opinion. I don't want to shit on Chance because he does have a few songs I like, but I just feel like if he was from the South, if he was from Atlanta, we would consider him a mumble rapper. Like,
I don't think so because Atlanta does have its own sound.
yeah.
And Chance doesn't sound like Migos. He doesn't sound like T.I. He doesn't sound like 2 Chainz or any of them.
Yeah,
you know
but
I mean?
he also doesn't sound like, he don't just be like straight out just spitting. He has a melody to his rap.
He does. And I think I like Chance because of the type of music I like because I love No Name. Have you ever listened to No Name? She's awesome. She's a Chicago rapper.
Okay.
And Chance has her in a couple of songs too. But they're very like, it's more spoken, I feel like it's more of a spoken word to a beat. And that's why I like them. And Chance just has made music that resonated with me.
Okay.
Coming
you're
from Chicago.
Yeah.
It's like I can understand. I understand what you're talking about.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe my unpopular opinion is not so much going at Chance. It's more of the fact that we consider if you're from the South and you have a melody to your music, oh, he's making mumble rap.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily because, I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of people sound the same. Like, Young Thug sounds similar to Future. Future sounds similar to this person. This person sounds similar to that person. And they all come from the Gucci Mane tree, who is the true king of the South. I've already used that as one of my unpopular opinions before, to go back to that. True king of the South is Gucci Mane. But I just feel like we're quick to call somebody from Atlanta or the South a mumble rapper. And we're not going to give Chance that same respect. I think it's kind of BS. So that's just my personal unpopular opinion. So, on to you. What do you got an unpopular opinion for us?
I do.
And it's got to be unpopular. Don't be like some shit like Trump. I don't like Donald Trump. Oh, okay.
We all don't like him.
Oh, what a novel thought.
Hello. My unpopular opinion is that I think collard greens are disgusting. And you can't tell me, oh, you should try my auntie's greens. She be putting the toenails in them. I don't want none of that shit. It's all gross. I love cabbage though.
Cabbage is good.
I do love cabbage. But greens are just
delicious in every way. Like not even with pork in it. Like, you never had? Have you had a greens where they toss the hammock just directly in the pot?
I've had all that shit. I've had the greens made by my friend's mom, who makes her world famous greens, her world famous spicy greens.
What are they washing the greens off?
My grandparents grow greens and they sit there and wash them and do all of that. And I still don't like it. I just don't like greens. Greens go in the same group with chitlins. And
chitlins are disgusting. I'll give you that.
It's butthole. You're eating butthole.
You're eating just straight up. Yeah.
It's gross.
I don't fuck with chitlins, and they stink your house up. Well, greens kind of stink your house up if you don't wash them right. But greens are so good.
Avocados are also in that.
Avocados I don't fuck with.
The texture is weird.
The
and
texture
it looks like
is
baby
horrible,
shit.
and it tastes like a pointless food. Avocados taste pointless. Like
I can't get over the texture of it. It's not.
I'm a big thing on
cottage cheese. It's in there because it looks like yeast. I don't know if you've ever seen a yeast infection, but that's what it looks like to me.
Okay.
It's like I don't know. Cottage cheese is not good to me.
I mean,
that's the way it's described on WebMD too.
Yeah, cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese.
Where you? Yeah. I don't want to know why you were looking that up, but
you never know why you need to look that up.
I mean, I know yeast can come from sitting and wearing tight pants, but
yes.
I don't want to know. I don't know, man. Collard greens. You don't like collard greens.
I don't, and a lot of people have tried to take my black card for that.
I can't take it.
It's also in the same category with pecan pie. All of that is together. Okay. I don't do none of that shit.
Pecan pie, I think pecan pie is a little overrated.
Caramel cake, ew. I don't like caramel.
Oh.
So.
But do you like caramel?
Bitches, you know what I'm saying?
No, not caramel. Wait, this light skin, dark skin thing, is that in the gay community? Is that still there too?
Okay. You just date whoever is there.
Okay, I just wanted to be. Well, because contrary to popular belief, it's not that many gay people in the world. People, it's a lot, but it's not as many. They're not taking over. They're like 10%, I think, or some shit like that.
I don't know.
It's a very low percentage. Like they're not taking over. All right, so if you dark, you got a good chance if you gay. They ain't got no other people.
I think you just have a good chance if you're a good person. It doesn't matter if you're light or dark or whatever. If you're a good person, you have a chance of finding another good person.
I think the dark skin, light skin girl thing is. Don't get me wrong. I understand where dark skin girls are coming from because a lot of dudes will flat out say, I don't want a dark skinned girl. I want a light skinned girl. But girls, y'all are in the wrong too, because I'm light skinned and I've heard plenty of times in my life, oh, I don't date light skinned dudes because they think they're full of themselves.
True. I mean, and everybody has their preference, but I think that's a dumbass preference to have. But I firmly believe it doesn't matter what you are, light skin, dark skin, heavy set, skinny, whatever you are. If you're just a good person, then it works. But everybody also has their type. I don't think I have a type, because if you look at my ex, my recent ex compared to my other exes, I dated somebody who looked like Wanda Sykes when I think back to it, and it's just like, fuck, you look like Wanda Sykes.
Well, see, me personally, if you have a preference, it's one thing to have a preference versus being, I only do this.
Oh yeah,
there's a difference.
You miss out on a lot of people by
exactly because your dating pool shrinks. Do I have a preference in women? I mean, I guess I do like light skinned women. Don't get me wrong, but I fuck with dark skinned women just as much. You know what I'm saying? So
I think dark skin is gorgeous.
I've
always believed that I am darker than I really am, and my friends will quickly shut me down and let me know that I am not on the darker end of the spectrum. But I just think black is beautiful in general too.
Don't get me wrong. If I see a dark skinned girl that's ugly, I think she's ugly, not because she's dark. I just think I'm not physically attracted to her, and that goes for light skinned girls too. I can say that I'm shallow. If you don't look good, don't matter what color you are, I'm not gonna date you. If there's a light skinned girl that's ass ugly and a girl that's the color of this table that's beautiful, sorry, girl that's color of this table is gonna get picked up over the one that's light skinned, in my opinion. I mean, a lot of people would probably think otherwise, but to me, I think pretty, you gotta be pretty. But your unpopular opinion has officially pissed me off to the point with no return, because
of greens?
Collard greens is good. Especially when all that juice get in your mac and cheese and you mix it up.
See, I need the yam juice in my mac and cheese.
My sister said that dumb shit.
It's so good!
I almost fought the shit out of her.
And when I have a barbecue, I put my baked beans next to my mac and cheese because I eat them together.
It's okay to mix your mac and cheese with a few things, but you mixing the sweets and the savories is weird.
No, it's perfect.
My sister wants to mix her mac and cheese with her yams or sweet potatoes, whatever y'all eat in the crib, and I want to fight her.
It's so good. When the yam juice just trickles on over to your mac and cheese, that's exactly how I set my plate up. I put my dressing and my yams and my mac and cheese. That's exactly how they go together. Well, because I need the yam juice to go into both.
My sister's kind of a piece of shit because she thinks that mashed potatoes and gravy are like on the number one side, and they're not. Mashed potatoes and gravy are not.
I make all mashed potatoes, but with red potatoes, and I don't need any gravy.
But it's not a number one side. Like mac and cheese is the number one side. Period. Across the board. There's no better side than mac and cheese. What's better than mac and cheese as a side?
You want my unpopular opinion because I'm a vegetable person?
What's that?
Have you ever had Brussels sprouts?
I love Brussels sprouts, but they're not better than mac and cheese.
Cooked with bacon?
Yes, I love
Actually, I love mashed potatoes. I get mashed potatoes everywhere I go. I don't get macaroni and cheese everywhere I go.
Mashed potatoes are good, but they're not a number one.
And because I also eat chicken tenders, and macaroni and cheese and chicken tenders don't go together.
What the fuck? What?
I need mashed potatoes so I can dip my chicken tenders in the potatoes.
I mean, yeah, that's good, but
you're not dipping your chicken tender in the mac and cheese?
Yes, I will.
Oh well, see. Then you need to go to this restaurant in Austin called Toasters that has fried macaroni and cheese, fried chicken macaroni and cheese. It's delicious.
Well, there's a place here in Houston called Just Mac.
I've driven by it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of pissed off now, so let's go ahead and end the episode. No, I mean we're hitting time. So, this is the first time the unpopular opinion segment you've said something where I was like, you know what, that is an unpopular opinion that works. The other ones I've been like, yeah, that's an unpopular opinion, and I had that same opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, the greens, not liking greens, and macaroni and cheese not being the number one side. Oh man, I wish I could start a poll and see if mac and cheese would be the number one side. But
you can. They have polls. You can do a poll on Twitter.
Yeah, but not enough people watch this. So.
True.
So you wanna drop your Instagram or anything like that? You wanna do any shout outs?
Not really. I don't want y'all to follow me because I just don't. But Thanks for having me. This was fun.
No, I appreciate it. You actually filled in for somebody that couldn't make it today, so you definitely are a lifesaver.
I was the alternate. What's up?
Exactly.
It pays to be the side chick, y'all.
Thank you. Side chicks run the world. If we didn't have side chicks,
You ain't even gonna get into this because you ain't having no side chick.
if we didn't have side chicks,
Wrap it up then.
Pick another topic.
Wrap it up then. Wrap it up
Go
then.
ahead and wrap it up. My name is Chris Agnew. You can find me on social media at Return of Superfly on all my social media, and I would like to just end this with saying that side chicks are important, and that
Wrap it up then.
and that if we didn't have side chicks, what would the world be? I'm just saying, David killed Goliath and he had a side chick. Had he not had a side chick, would he have been able to kill Goliath? That's it. That's all I gotta say.